Hello everybody. Today we're going to go through the PlayStation menu. We're going to go through everything and I'm going to give you some info on stuff that as far as I know, to my knowledge, know. There's some things that I found out and there's some things that you might not know. Who knows? Let's go through it. We're going to start out with users. Users is pretty much the first screen you're going to get if you're not automatically logged in. As you can see, you got a turn off option, and this option is probably never used by many people, but if you didn't know, if you click on it, there's an option to pretty much turn off the system automatically after you're done downloading games. This is actually very useful, as there's been many times where I've downloaded games and I leave the PlayStation on for a long time. So this is actually a very new feature that I just found out this year in 2022. No one's ever told me this. So you just click this button and then you just pretty much say yes. So it's pretty cool. Most people just turn off their PlayStation 3s either pressing the power button or holding the PlayStation button on their control and using this turn off option system. Next is create new user. It's self-explanatory. You just pretty much create a user. Now, one thing that's weird about this is that you can't delete your users unless you log in. So we're going to log in into this user. And it's going to load for the first time. And you just pretty much delete. Are you sure you want to delete this user? Of course. The reason it asks you is because if it has saved data, you're going to lose all your saved data. So there's that. We're going to log into my main account, because that's pretty much where I'm at. Going back to the users. It takes a while to load because PlayStation is pretty slow. Okay, so once you press triangle while you're logged in, it's going to give you four options. Log out, automatic login. This is the best feature ever. So when you turn on your PlayStation, you automatically log into your console. Delete is obviously what we just showed you earlier with the previous profile. Don't do this unless you really want to lose all your data. And information. Information, you could change the name of your user in case you don't like it anymore. And you can actually change a picture. They give you default icons on whatever you want, so you could differentiate pretty much your accounts, or you could select a photo. We're going to use this photo just for LOLs, and that's about it. There you go. You could use any photos you want. I just picked a random photo in pretty much our photo gallery. There's not that many. Okay, so that's pretty much it for all that stuff. Let's move to settings. Settings, you got system update. You could do either via internet or via storage media, aka your USB drive. Once again, you do need a FAT32 USB drive. It will not work with any exFAT or NSTF, I believe is the most common format. We got game settings, mostly for PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. This one, the upscaler, is pretty much if you want it full screen instead of the box CTR ratio. And this one's smoothing to smooth out the pixels. In case you don't like pixels, it's all up to you. Video settings. This I do not know. There's Blu-ray, BD is Blu-ray, DVD is DVD. Closed captions are obviously the words. All this stuff I do not know. You might have to watch a different video on, linear PCM and Bitstream, because I don't have no idea. I don't watch DVD movies or Blu-rays on my PlayStation. I'm sure some people do, so that's up to you. Music settings. This is also something that I don't think anyone does. Audio CD import. So I believe you could rip songs from your CD to your PlayStation. Nobody really does that, so I can't really say that it works. There was a time where you could listen to music and pretty much play some games. Not all games give you that feature to listen to music. If I remember correctly, there's not that many. There's like maybe one or two. I don't know any of those options, but it's in case you want the frequency to be changed. You could do that. Chat settings. Voice and video chat start. You could send the video through your PlayStation camera, or you could just show them your avatar. It's up to you what you want. It's something that probably no one really uses. System settings. Automatic update. You want your system to be automatically update, you need PlayStation Plus. I don't, so obviously, and if you try to put it on, it's gonna tell you, wait, hold up, what? It's on? What? That's weird. I'm gonna turn this on again. Oh, okay. So you could download content. You could download content item pre-ordered or purchase with other devices. Download the latest software. Interesting. This is actually very, very interesting news. I had no idea that this features download content items pre-ordered or purchased in with other devices. This probably does not work as PlayStation 3 does not have very good support. Now these four actually require PlayStation Plus. I just thought this stuff right here, like the automatic update, I just thought since I saw the PlayStation symbol, it was just purely you had to have PlayStation Plus. So this is actually pretty interesting. That's good. We're making this video showing people that there's some new things we could learn. System name, you can call your PlayStation whatever you want. Language, whatever language you speak. Character set, this is like for other, like Japan that uses hiragana and kanji. They have different characters, I believe. So this is stuff that English people don't really have to do. Dictionary, because we speak English, so does UK. Obviously, that's where English came from. You could have the dictionary set on your specific regions. I believe in UK they spell tires Tyres, and we spell it Tires. So there's a Y and I different. Add and edit term. This one is a predictive text. So when you type a bunch of stuff, it'll just pretty much predict it, and pretty much you could add it some slang if you want. Delete predictive text dictionary. This is mostly good if you're like you type something and it just saves it, and you don't want people to see like your email or your inappropriate things you've been looking up. You could delete your This is pretty much your text history almost. Notification displays is to turn off or turn on, whatever you prefer. If you don't want to see your friend that's online and you're getting tired of your friend is online or offline, you could turn this off. Trophies, same scenario. You could either leave it on or turn it off. You don't want trophies to be popping up and making that noise because you don't like trophies. You're a trophy hater, probably one of those things. Display what's new. This one probably doesn't work anymore. You can keep it on or off. It doesn't matter. There's not that much PlayStation 3 support. Disk auto start. I have it off because sometimes I don't want the game to start when I put the disc inside. So this pretty much means if you have it on, every time you put a disc in while you're in the menu, it'll just automatically go into the game. It's pretty useful for some people. It depends on the individual. Control for HDMI. This, I never used it. I never had a smart TV until recently. I did use the HDMI control with the PlayStation 4, so I don't know if this is pretty similar. So for the PlayStation 4, when you turn on your TV or you change to the input where the PlayStation 4 is at, the TV will tell the PlayStation to turn on, and if you turn off your PlayStation 4 through the control or you turn off the TV, they'll communicate with each other to turn off. Once again, I don't know if this is the exact thing with the PlayStation 3, the same scenario, and once again your TV has to be smart, and every TV is a bit different, so it could vary. I don't really care. VOD registration code has to do with something with downloadable, enable 8 tracks, some like music content. Back then you're able to buy music and movies and stuff. I don't think this stuff is relevant anymore. Enable WNMA playback. Another thing that people used to download music on their console. Connect PS Vita system using network. You could do that for like remote play and stuff. List your registered PS Vita systems. I don't got any. Delete some backup files on your Vita system. Format utility. So this one, format system storage, pretty much deletes everything, I believe. Backup utility, you could download your save files to a USB device. Data transfer utility, this is pretty cool, especially if you are planning to switch PlayStation consoles like I am. Currently I'm playing on a PlayStation Slim, and I will be fixing a PlayStation 3 Fat, so I will be transferring all my data on this console to another PlayStation. So this is pretty cool. You could do it vice versa, whatever you prefer. Restore default settings. This is pretty much like if you messed up on some settings that you don't remember, it'll just turn them back to normal. It won't delete save your save content or your games, so don't be afraid to use this if you messed up somewhere you don't remember, but it will probably make you re-log in on your PlayStation. Restore PS3 system. This is pretty much default settings. It pretty much deletes everything. I would not recommend this unless you really just want to start refresh and blah blah blah. System information, it tells you your current IP address that I'm not going to show you guys, and what version of game it is, and about PS3 pretty much just tells you all the trademarks and stuff. See, it's just nothing special. We're going to go with theme settings. Boom. So if you don't know, you could download themes. You could even, I believe you could use to install themes from your USB drive. I'm not sure if they patched that, but no one really does that because there's a lot of cool themes. But if you want a custom one, I think people used to do it back then. We used to do it a lot on PSP. So you go to themes and you go through all these themes that you probably have, and you just apply or delete or whatever. It's pretty simple, self-explanatory. Like my current one. Color means nothing. I don't think it'll change. Yeah, for my personal theme is not gonna. It doesn't matter what color I pick. I think this is mostly for like the original and classic theme. Background is pretty much. Oh, I could change the background, and the wallpaper. But I'm not gonna because I like this one. The font, honestly, I don't see a difference. I'll change it. See, it doesn't feel anything different. I don't think it makes a big difference. Font, we'll do rounded. It just barely makes a difference. So that's themes. Date and time settings. We got date and time. Today's the February 14th, 2022. So there's that. It's 8:45 a.m. Pretty early. Set automatic is pretty much for your time to always be automatic when it's not connected. Once you connect it and your internet connects, it'll just automatically update your internet. It's pretty useful. This is to change the year, the days, the months, whatever you prefer. You can have the 12 to 24 hour clock. Time zone is where I live is Pacific time, but you could change it to whatever country, region, etc. you're at. So it's pretty neat. Daylight savings, I don't even understand it sometimes, so I don't really mess with it because I once put daylight savings, but I think you have to manually set daylight savings. It won't automatically update the time. It's weird. Don't at me. I don't know. So there's that one. Power saving settings. System auto off. I have this for 20 minutes, so if I'm playing a game and I'm not touching my control, it'll turn off the system instead of having it on the whole time. Same thing with controls. If I'm not touching my control, turn off in 10 minutes. I recommend all these stuff. That's just my personal opinion. I did leave my PlayStation on for like a couple of hours one time. It wasn't on purpose. So I love having these features on, so it could turn off by itself. Accessory settings. Calibrate motion control. Reassign control. This one you could actually do it on your actual control when you hold the PlayStation button. You can't do it right now because I don't have another control connected, but once you have another control, it'll give you the option. Control vibrations. You could turn off the vibration functions. This also could be changed by pressing the PlayStation button while you're in the game. It won't do it in the menu, but it will pop up in the game. Register BD remote control. I actually have one of these controls, but I don't have it because I don't really watch movies. I have one, but I don't use it. That's what I meant to say. Manage Bluetooth devices. You could use headsets, keyboards, and mouse devices. PlayStation is actually really great when it comes to Bluetooth devices because it was the first console that I know of that was very free on whatever you could connect. PlayStation 4 made it very restrictive. I don't know why. It's pretty sad, but you could add your Bluetooth devices, keyboards, and mouse devices. Pretty cool. Cameras, device settings. So you could pretty much I don't have a camera. Well, I do, but I'm not going to put it on. And you could just change the device. Audio device settings. This is for your like your headset. So if you want to like use your microphone, if you have multiple microphones, like let's just say you have PlayStation camera and your Bluetooth, you want your input to just be your headset, you do that, and output, you either want the speakers on the headset or you just want the TV to pretty much be the output. This was very useful back then due to the fact that some people use those one ear Bluetooth headsets. So pretty much there's that. Now this is the voice changer. Either you want to be deep or light. Everybody used to use this back on PlayStation 3. It's not on PS4, so it kind of beats the fun of the purpose. Keyboard type, English, US standard. Obviously you change it to whatever language you're into. Key repeat intervals and key repeat speed. I think this is just when you press one button. I'm not 100% sure. I never actually used the keyboard on my PS3. A mouse, right-handed, and pointer speed is normal. Once again, I never used a mouse on PlayStation 3, so I'm kind of confused how you use one. Printer settings, display status of printer, and register a printer. I don't know, never used it, but if you want to connect your printer, you can. Display settings, video output settings. You could change the video output settings either to HDMI component. Screensaver goes after 20 minutes or never used, or you just never use if you don't want. Cross color reduction reduces the rainbow effects. It's mostly for people that have like composite signal to video in or SCART connector. These are HDMI settings to change the colors to try to like, I believe, to emulate more of the under 720 images, but I've never actually used these. I always left them default. I'll probably have to watch a video of people comparing the difference because that sounds interesting. But I gotta use component to record. Sound settings. Audio sound settings. This is just to like connect if you have an optical cable, whatever. I used to use HDMI as input when I used to play, not record, just play. And I used to use the audio input connectors to connect to the surround sound because that's pretty cool. Audio multi output. This is for like if you just want different surround sound connections and stuff. That's for like some crazy setup. And ketone is pretty much turn off that ketone that you hear when I'm scrolling. But I like it, so I'll keep it on. It reminds me that I'm moving. Security settings. Change password. This is required to play games and videos. This is for, or use the internet. This is for like parental stuff. This is all mostly parental. Parental control. Every game has... There's a password? I hope not. I don't remember saying a password. But this is like every game has like a certain level. So you could, as a parent, you could actually set the level. Like let's just say Mortal Kombat is like 7. You don't want your kid to play Mortal Kombat. You put 7 is the highest that you can't play anything above level 7 and up. Obviously level 9 is like the most M-rated games, but let's be honest, what kid actually doesn't play like M-rated games these days? But that's just for those parents that still do manage their kids from playing those games. Remote play settings. This is for your PS Vita and PSP. I've never actually used this. There's videos online where people actually use their PSP as a control. This was for people who had a PSP beforehand and they didn't actually want to buy another control. Pretty useful if you're living in the ghetto. Yeah, I know how it goes. Register device, custom connection settings, remote starts, set whether or not to turn on the system automatic and register devices connected to remote play. Audio output device, interesting. So you can actually hear the output. Okay, remote play device, interesting. I'll have to look into that because I know you can't actually play. You can't actually play PS3 on the Vita. Because on the PlayStation 4, you could actually remote play, like the actual real remote play. So I'm not sure if this is just remote play as you just use your device as a remote. But once again, information, network settings. This is your connection list. Internet connection is enabled. You could turn it off apparently. connection settings when you start making a new connection, internet connection test your speed, and media server connection. This is like if you want to connect to like a media server that you have on your router. I don't have any, but it's enabled because it's on default. So that is your settings. Let's go to photos. Photo gallery, I never used it and I don't want to download it. If you want to use it, you got to download it. Now we have pictures here. I don't know. What? I know there's a zoom button. There you go. I guess we can't zoom too much. This little big planet. That was probably a screenshot. You got pictures. Back then you used to download wallpapers. I don't think you can anymore. But that's the thing right there. And this is DC Universe. Damn, it looks bad quality to be honest. So that's photos, self-explanatory. Playlist, you create a playlist of all your images if you decide to. Also, when you press square, you could pretty much organize the pictures based on album, month, year, and stuff like that. We're gonna go to music. Spotify, I don't know. I don't have Spotify Premium or any of that stuff. So I can't use it. I'm actually very curious about this. I do not want to try it out, but I wonder if you're able to actually play games and listen to Spotify. The reason why I say that is because, once again, back then you used to be able to download your music on your PlayStation. You used to be able to listen to music and play games. But once again, there wasn't many games that let you do that. There was probably a few, and the list is very small, last I remember. So you couldn't really listen to music and play video games with all the games. So I'm kind of curious if Spotify actually lets you listen to pretty much music through all the games. That'll be interesting. I'll probably have to go watch a video on that. I can't help you with that, sorry, because I don't got Spotify Premium and I don't plan to do that. And then especially because a lot of music is copyright. But once again, I'll probably look at video and put it on my description and link their video if they do that. Let's go to video. Video, you could edit stuff apparently. I don't know. You can't really, like, how do I put this? You can't really record on PlayStation 3. And I tried adding a video on this console, but it wouldn't let me. So you pretty much can edit and pretty much upload it to YouTube or whatever. BD data utility, I think this is just like when you put a Blu-ray, it'll download some of the stuff on the Blu-ray so it could just load much faster. And PlayStation Store, we're not going to click on that because it literally just takes you to the PlayStation Store. You can't buy movies and shows anymore, so this is just back then you could, now you can't because they removed that a long time ago because most people stream. We have here the TV services. If you click My Channels, it gives you an option of what to download. I don't have Amazon or Netflix, so we're going to go to YouTube and give you guys a good demonstration. Hopefully I don't get an ad. Okay, this is taking forever. YouTube is opening up. This actually looks exactly how when I open up YouTube on my smart TV. I personally don't have let's see. Let's go to my channel because everybody wants to watch. Whoa, I got 4K? Dude, I got 4K viewers. That's awesome. Also, if you guys are watching this video, my latest video is playing Dead or Alive Online 2022. Probably when I upload this video, I'll have more videos. You could watch shorts. Let's see. Let's see if it's true. I didn't know you could watch shorts on. That's pretty advanced.
Nervous?
Dude, do not show me a freaking ad. Why am I getting ads? These are... Wow. You gotta be kidding me, dude. Finally. It looks pretty good quality, actually. Oh, crap! Oh, crap! No!
It must respond.
No! 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 Why? Why?
Never mind.
Fight! 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 What? Oh my god, that was intense.
That was indeed intense. That is Red Dead Redemption. I actually uploaded a couple videos of Red Dead if anyone's actually interested. I uploaded some Red Dead a couple of months ago, I believe. It should be in my recent ones. But as you can see, YouTube still works on the PlayStation 3. It actually looks pretty good. So it's pretty intense. As you can see, I did upload some Red Dead stuff if you guys want to watch. It actually has a little bit of views. Surprised that PS3 gets more views than it's the PS4, but hey. Oh, I got to exit out. So, YouTube still works. As I mentioned, it still works. Definitely works. Alright. So, I don't know if any of the stuff works. I heard Netflix does not work. So, be careful. Someone in my video said that it doesn't work. I don't know if that's true. I don't have Netflix. I had it last month, but I canceled it because they raised the price. Game. So, game application utility, game utility, memory card utility. It's just memory card utility is pretty much your save utility. Game utility is pretty much just like, it's not your save data. It's mostly just like the game saves onto your hard drive, so it could load much faster when you're playing the disc. So your save data utility will be right here. Obviously, I got a lot of PlayStation save data. Actually, I wonder if I could sort it by oldest. The reason why I want to do oldest is I want to see... Dude, how much save data do I have? Okay. Demon Souls. Okay, this is exactly what I wanted to see. So Demon Souls, I played Demon Souls back in 2013. These games that you are seeing now are obviously I can't play this game anymore. Mag. So I'm just looking at the games that I played a long time ago. I actually played these games recently. I just haven't saved. Interesting. I haven't played these games in a long time. Some of these games I don't even know. Anyways, let's get back to the stuff. You got the PlayStation Store, the discs. So when you press triangle, you get start, save data, auto upload. This is pretty much save your data automatically to the cloud. You get that PlayStation Plus. I don't have it. Internet search. So internet search is pretty much, it'll give you to like their main page. I don't think a lot of these work anymore. Actually, no, it just searches it up. Interesting. So it just Googles the game. I thought it actually sends you to their homepage, but apparently not. Remove disk, pretty much when you like want to remove the disk. Some people's actually eject buttons don't work, so a lot of people use this option. Check updates. This is pretty much check for an update without, see, look at that, boom, without having to pretty much play the game and it'll tell you you got to update. You could just update through here. I just wish that the old console would be like the current one. Obviously, this console, I mean, like PlayStation, it's an old console. It came out, what, in 2007? Or was it 6? I think it was 7. I gotta look it up so I don't look that dumb on this video. So, I know it was 2007. Come on. How could I forget? PlayStation 3. Okay, I'm looking it up, boys. It came out in 2006. Man, I'm terrible. It came out in Japan November 11, 2006, and in America in November 17, 2006. If you guys don't know, Japan and United States are usually favorite whenever it comes to like consoles and stuff. Because if you guys don't know, PAL, it released in March 27, 2007. March 23, 2007. That's crazy. So these dudes had to wait 5 months to get a PlayStation. PAL gets effed all the time. Anyone from the PAL region, how do you feel getting effed by Sony? Do you like it? Do you enjoy it? It freaking is not the best, is it? Okay, so I downloaded that stuff. Right click, check for updates, health warnings. This is pretty much just tells you, oh, if you got seizures and stuff. It just has a lot of shiny flashes. About game, it just tells you this is licensed by Sony. It's nothing special. Intellectual property just gives you trademarks, nothing special. Information, it just tells you what parental level, like it's rating the game on the, level 5 is pretty much medium. It's like for teens and stuff. It's not really for everybody. Save data is off and the title of the game. And pretty much that's about it. For like stuff that's this, like the digital games have the same features. The only difference is that it doesn't have eject disk because it's a digital game. And information actually tells you what folder it's in. If you have a custom folder, it tells you the parental level, obviously, but it also tells you when it was created, when you downloaded this game. I downloaded this game back in 6/7/2013 at 6:27 a.m. Damn, what was I doing in the morning downloading this game? And it tells you the size and the version of the game. So that's some pretty fun facts. Also, once again, with the picture, same thing with the square button. You press square and it shows you by album. This is like custom album. And then it gives you shows you all the games without being organized by format. It tells you what console it's from. But we're going to do all, and we're going to pretty much show you how you make a custom folder. You go to information, and where you see album, you press button, and you pretty much make a folder. We're going to call it shooters. We're going to call it shooters for this video. I'll probably delete it after that. So when you go to album, now you have a new folder. This is for if you want to organize your games. Now we have one that's shooters, so we don't have to look for, like, let's say I want to play a fighting game. Like, ooh, I got all my fighting games here. I want to play a shooter. Boom, I want to play like that. You want to play some adventure. Boom, I got some adventure like that. But honestly, I'm not going to do that because keep in mind, I have 94 games. So I'm not going to go through every single game and do that. And be like, boom, and no, I'm not going to do that. So I just mostly go with format. You could do that if you want. Keep in mind, all my games that I have on my PlayStation 3, these are not all the games I have. I still haven't downloaded other games on my download section. The reason I haven't is because this hard drive, I believe it's a 160 gigabyte hard drive. It's not a big hard drive. Either that or it's a 260. It's not a big hard drive, so I try not to download too much games yet until I get my new PlayStation 3 that I'm going to fix. Also, that's a video. If you guys are interested, I will be making a video update on my PlayStation backwards compatible first model. Like the first with the PlayStation 2 backwards compatibility and the SD card, memory card slots. Network, online instruction manuals. That's in case you're like not that very, like not that bright. So apparently it goes pretty much to the web browser. Interesting. Okay, remote play. This is to connect your, Vita, PSP. Internet browser. Internet search. Internet search is you search for stuff. So this is the same thing. We'll just search like misfortune. If you guys don't know, a lot of people really want browser on their PS5, but PlayStation won't, because a lot of people have found ways to hack through pretty much through the browser. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Whew. Oh man, I'm getting too excited. Alright, well, there's misfortune. You can also download. What? It can't be displayed? How do I go back? Okay, let's go here. How do I right click? I don't know. It's going really bad. Let me see if I could hold it. No, that just opens it. Oh, whatever. We're leaving. I don't know how to use that. You could download images. I was trying to download an image, but I can't. I don't want to figure that out. There's going to be a button somewhere. All right, account management. Pretty self-explanatory. You just goes to your information, like your transaction management and your system activation. So you can only activate 2 PlayStation. No, was it 2? Yeah, I think no. I think it was 3, but I think it probably is 2 PlayStation 3 accounts on your consoles. Because pretty much it used to be 5, but then they lowered it. So there's that. Then there's privacy settings. What's new is just pretty much it tells you what you just recently played. It doesn't really tell you much. As you can see, YouTube is right there. It just pretty much tells you that. Trophy collection. Let's see if it works this time. So if you're wondering, trophy collection actually takes forever. And it looks like it will, so we're not going to go through it. So this pretty much shows you your trophies. I don't know why. Sometimes it takes like 20 minutes to sync. I think, once again, PlayStation 3 doesn't have really that great of a support. So I'm frozen at the moment. I can't actually move. This happens quite often. Hold up. Is this the reason why my video was like that? No, because I can't move, but I can still do that. Okay. Once again, I'm frozen. I don't know why the trophy sync option is just so terrible. I think it's a lot because they're trying to make sure people aren't... Because there's ways to, if you have a modded PlayStation 2, pretty much like use trophies, like pop trophies, even though you didn't earn them. And I'm still frozen at this moment. This is actually terrible. I shouldn't have pressed it. I knew this was going to happen. Okay, now we can move. PlayStation Plus just takes you to the PlayStation Plus section. And the PlayStation Store, we're going to click on it. I got various videos on the PlayStation Store. So, for other PlayStation Store videos for anybody that's pretty interested in them. And we're just going to go through some quick stuff and show you some disappointments and stuff. Once again, you used to be able to buy movies and you used to be able to buy music. Now you can't anymore, so there's that to consider. We're not going to look at games because, like I said, I got a lot of stuff, like a lot of videos on that. So you could join PlayStation Plus through here. There isn't any reason, but you can if you want. You get these incredible discounts, and as you can see, there's no discounts. So how this false advertising, you actually could get sued, to be honest, for false advertising. Exclusives, you just get a bunch of demos, pretty much. These are all demos, people. So don't think don't think they're actually games you're gonna play. So once again, if you're buying PlayStation Plus on your PS3, you're getting ripped off because you're not getting anything from it. Zero. All right, we're gonna go to the apps. So this is only video stuff. As you can see up here, it says January 8, HBO Now and Go will no longer be available or accessible on the PlayStation 3 consoles. Now this is hilarious. Why is it hilarious, you may ask? Because they're just taking everything from PlayStation 3. There's just no support. Netflix no logo doesn't even appear. Once again, I heard Netflix doesn't work. But there's a bunch of other stuff. Crunchyroll is only for the Vita. So don't ask me to try Crunchyroll on the PS3 because it's... Oh, no, it's on here. Interesting. Does it work? I do not know. Maybe I'll make a video on that if people are interested. I really don't want to download a bunch of random apps, but we'll see what you guys say. I might do it. This is mostly about the menu. Once again, I got various videos on the PlayStation Store. If you're interested in any of that stuff, make sure to watch my videos. Okay, so what are we going to do next? We're going to check friends. So you could block people. I don't have anyone blocked yet. Add a friend. You type their name, and boom, you get to send a friend request. Players met. This is actually one of the best things in the freaking console that PlayStation 4 does not have. So it shows you who you played, and actually shows you when you play with them, like a minute. Like, I don't even know if it's a minute. I think it's like instantly it'll be on your players mat. PlayStation 4 does have this somewhat feature, but it's so hidden, and also they don't show you, like, once you find that setting, it won't show you like the people you're playing. It'll show you like a game you played like 2 days ago. It's really weird, but I freaking enjoy it. These are all the people I just recently played with. I think it gives you a limit of like, I don't know how much, maybe 50. It's not going to show you every single person that you met, but it will show you the recent, I think 50 people, whatever the number that was. I didn't count. Start a new chat. You could start a video and voice chat and a text chat. Text chats were very popular back in PlayStation 3. Voice chats are not that popular. People did do them and even did video chat, but they weren't popular. Why? Because it wasn't like the Xbox. PlayStation 4 did not have voice chat over games for, the whole generation. So you could do voice chat. You could do voice chat, right? But you could only do it in the menu. You couldn't do it over a bunch of games. Maybe there's like some obscure games that you could, but overall you couldn't, because when you start the game, you pretty much got logged off the voice chat. Once again, it all varies on the individual. Wow, I dropped my phone. Chat room, text only, obviously, like I said. I'm in this one, I don't know, I must have been added. A lot of people used to add you back then, just like they do on PlayStation 4, and they'll tell you, get free PlayStation 5, PlayStation cards or whatever, some scam. You'll get that a lot. Message box, get messages you received. Also, you could see your friend requests here. A lot of people have been adding me because of my videos. Send messages, create a message, or you could just pretty much just add someone through here. Reply to friend request. You could just say yes. And I'll show you people who are online and offline, stuff like that. So there's that. So next, we're gonna actually play all those games. Like I said, we're gonna go through all the games real quick, and pretty much go over what games play and what games, how they look in some settings. So we'll look into that pretty much right now. Oh no, I dropped my mouse. Alright, originally I already recorded this part, but for some reason my program doesn't actually work very correctly, and I don't understand it, so we're going to make a new copy, and hopefully this comes out much better. Alright, we're going to be pretty much playing the games. As you can see, we have a PlayStation 1 game. We're going to start with the PlayStation 1, and we're going to show you that you could play PlayStation 1 games. Now, one thing I will want to make sure is, when it comes to PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2, you cannot play Japanese or PAL versions of the physical game on your PS3. This is a Japanese PlayStation 1 game. When I click on it, it says this software cannot be started due to region restrictions. So that's because this is a Japanese PlayStation 1 game. That is the main reason why it does not let me play it. Now, I will show you that you could play PlayStation 1 games right now. And I'm going to put one right now. I'm putting the classic game. I'm putting the physical inside the DVD drive. I mean the Blu-ray drive, pretty much. That's what it is. It's going to load. And there you go. PlayStation format disc. This is a USA game. I forgot how to say it, dudes. I don't know if it was NSTC, and I kind of forgot. Kind of like just lost train of thought. I think it is NSTC. Oh my goodness, I can't even remember. It'll say on the disc. The disc usually has the little format. So when I take it out, you'll see. So we're loading this game. You got Computer Entertainment of America presentation. And yes, we are playing some Crash Bandicoot because it's classic. Everybody likes Crash Bandicoot. But this is the classic version. Alright, whoops. Oh, well, yeah, we gotta do a new game. Because I don't have a save file. Let's try to skip all this stuff. And go straight to the gameplay. And we did talk about earlier about the game settings. Whoops. I guess we're already in the game. No, we still gotta do the cutscene. No, we're done. I'm a speedrunner apparently. Oh, I do gotta mention when it comes to PlayStation 1s, you gotta go to control settings and change to analog mode. And there's just gonna be different assignments and stuff when you're playing, so keep that in track, or it'll force you to use the D-pad. I don't want to use the D-pad with this game. I just want to use the analog, so I went with that direction. And here we go. Look, it's playing pretty smooth too, by the way. It's not playing that bad. It looks really nice on the screen. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the smoothing. Now, as you can see, there's a little. Look at his shoe line. It's pretty pixelated. Let's try to smooth that out. Whoops. You want to you just want to press the PlayStation button. Go to other settings and smooth. Let's see how much it looks. Now you can see the shoe line is still like the shoe is still kind of like pixelated, but it's not as pixelated as it was before. Or let's put it back onto smoothing off, and you can see it's back to like more pixelated. It's hard to tell if you're like crazy. For some people, they're not gonna see a difference, so they're not really gonna care. Let's go with the last setting that I talked about, and this is the full screen. So the full screen is to pretty much widen the shot to make it seem, you know, cover the whole thing, cover the whole TV screen. There's still some black borders, but it tries as much as it can to pretty much fill out the whole screen to make it an aspect ratio for widescreen TVs. But I personally only care about classics, so I'm gonna go with the normal. And there you go. There's pretty much PlayStation 1 games. You could play PlayStation 1 games in any, and I mean any, PlayStation 3. The only thing you can't play on every PlayStation 3 is pretty much the PS2. There was a lot of rumors back then that if you download a certain thing on the PlayStation Store, you'll be able to play PlayStation 2 games. A lot of people talked about it on forums and stuff and proclaimed that they were able to play PS2 games on their non-backwards compatible PlayStation 3. And there's no way. You got to have a certain model of PlayStation. Obviously, the PlayStation Fat. Not all Fats run PS2. So you got to also make sure when you're buying a PlayStation Fat is that there's not all PlayStation Fats are actually backwards compatible. So there was this. We're done using this. We're done talking about PlayStation 1. Let's try PS3. This is the current PlayStation I'm using is a PlayStation Slim, so it does not play. It's not able to play PlayStation 2 games. You could actually put a PS2 game and it will pretty much pick up the game, but it won't play it. So keep that in mind. Even though you could put a PlayStation 2 disc in there and it will pop up saying it's a PlayStation 2 disc, it's not going to play it. Maybe you guys want an example. Hold up. I guess I could do that after this demonstration in the PlayStation 3 game. Now, I did say you can't play PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 Japanese and, you know, PAL region games. But when it comes to PlayStation 3, you in fact can pretty much play. You could pretty much play PlayStation 3, any region, PAL, from Japan, any region. They just let you. They're like, yo man, we want you to play some PS3 forever. So they'll be like, yo, here's the game. So as you can see right here, Speedwagon is saying in Japanese, you suck, you don't know how to read Japanese, stop pretending, you're lame. And you know, stuff like that. Okay, I'm back. I went to go get a PS2 game so we could do the PS2 demonstration. As you can see, we got JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's right here, Japanese, 100% import, and it's playing perfectly on the PlayStation 3. Because PlayStation 3, when it comes to PlayStation 3 games, it's region free. Just PS3. PS1, PS2, it's not. So it won't let you. And we're talking about physical versions, people. For some people that are probably confused, they'll be like, wait a minute. I bought Japanese games digitally. Well, yeah. That's still considered PlayStation 3. Alright, we're going to try real quick. Just play the game just to show you that it's still running solid. We'll pick this guy and we'll pick this guy too. Perfect. We're gonna load it, play like maybe a couple seconds, and then switch games. Go to the next game. It's taking a while. I'm not sure because I haven't installed it. Some games you gotta install so it could load faster. So there you go. Boom, boom. I actually have this game already. I bought it physically because it has the subtitles. It has the subtitles, so it's much better preferred. This one, they're both the same. The only difference is that the USA version is it has subtitles. That's about it. So you can understand what they're saying in the stories and stuff. So that's something to look forward to. All right, so we did that one already. Let's quit the game and pretty much put in a PS2 game. I got a trophy? Wow, I got a trophy while that was happening. That's weird. It's not weird that I got a trophy. It's weird that it happened while I was quitting the game. All right, we're gonna take out the game. We're gonna put a PS2 game just to show you that it does pick it up, but it does not play it. Here we go. I'm putting the PS2 game inside the PlayStation 3. All right. We're going to wait for a little bit. See as you can see. Wait, what? It says unsupportive. Interesting. I remember it showed the disc, but I never remember this. It says this model of PS3 system is not compatible with PlayStation 2 format software. Interesting. I remember it did show the disc. This must have been an update. Alright, well, I showed you PlayStation 1. I showed you PlayStation 3. Let's look at some PlayStation 2 games. PlayStation 2. I don't, like, once again, this is not a backwards compatible PlayStation 3. But you could buy PlayStation 2 games on the PlayStation Store. They're not that expensive. So that's one thing to consider for people that are actually wondering. So you won't be disappointed when you pretty much play. Interesting. Did I get a card from that? Alright. We're loading up a PS2 game. Probably the worst example I could bring up. The reason why I say this is because this is originally a PSP game. Oh, I forgot. You gotta turn on... I keep forgetting. So you have to turn on your... oh my god, no. I just realized something. It's too late now. It's okay. I'll fix it in the... when I'm editing. Alright, I forgot to put the delay in the game, but it's all good. Happens. Alright, we're loading the game. And here we are. We're playing Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories. No, why did I say Vice Cities? I meant freaking Liberty City Stories. I don't like Liberty City too much. Hey, get over here with this motorcycle. What do you want, old man? What? Old man wants to fight? How do I block?
Do I block in this game? Apparently not. Oh man, I'm not done with you. Come on. I can't block apparently. Get jumped, old man. Get jumped. That's weird. Usually everyone runs away. Damn, he just fell right there. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that old man. He was limping and now he's running like a track star. The game has really bad frame rate and really just it just doesn't look that great. I only bought it because I wanted to play the game. I actually wanted to play it on stream many years ago and I wanted to record it. But the problem with Grand Theft Auto games, if you've seen any videos on YouTube, you never hear music because, well, all the copyright. So that's one of the main reasons. A lot of people don't put the music because copyright. What? Stunt failed? I wasn't even trying to stunt. I was trying to commit. Oh, I can't even say that word on YouTube, I think. Oh, nice. It's a good game. Actually, no, I'm lying. I don't know if this is a good game. I like Vice City Stories the most. That story is hilarious. I heard this game is pretty decent. What? Hold up. You want to disrespect me? You want to disrespect me, man? You want to disrespect me? All right, you're lucky you got your friends out here. I would have beat you up. What? They're jumping me? This is how you guys roll? I don't got time for this. Why don't I have a gun? They should give me a gun. Did you just scream scared? Alright, I'm out of here. Dude, why are they... Okay, man, F you guys. I don't have to fight you. Oh, wow, they're making fun of because he's Italian? Run! Run! They're jumping your punk. Alright, we're done. This also has the same settings. Full screen, smoothing. I think I just got jumped. Yeah, I guess I didn't put pause. Also, every old game that's you downloaded from the PlayStation Store has a software manual. So it's pretty cool, and it's vintage too. Even shows you like the games that were gonna come out. It's a pretty awesome. It's a pretty cool feature to have. And that's about it. Pretty much quit, and we're pretty much done with the PlayStation 2. Alright. We're going to wait for this to load up again. Alright, it's taking a while. PlayStation 3 is pretty slow, if you guys remember. Alright, the last game, probably the most revolutionary game, but didn't pick up because they had a good concept, but they should realize that people don't really care about older games. And that is the PlayStation Minis. Minis were actually the best. As you can see, they were the smallest, 13 megabytes. They were like, I think this one was like even smaller. 14. This one's smaller. Look at that. Not even a megabyte. Freaking, they're so small. These could be played on PlayStation 3 and on PSP. So it was pretty awesome, actually. It was a good concept, but once again, people don't really like older games. They mostly like newer games, and it came out at a time that no one really cared about classic games, so it never got traction. They were not that expensive. I think they were like $1 or $3. I think the most expensive mini was around $3. A lot of it people could be considering saying it's expensive because you could buy games on Steam on PS4 for like really good games. I'm not talking about these games aren't good, but I'm just saying you could buy games that are like much more, you know, expensive. Not expensive, but just more detail, like 3D games. You could buy Payday 2 for like under $5 on PS4. When you think about it, it's crazy, and that game is like all 3D and stuff. This game is fun as well as too, but games on PS3, I don't think people understand that PS3 games were quite expensive. They were more expensive than what they're selling now on PlayStation. PlayStation didn't start selling games for like a good price until like recently after the PS4 came out. Because PS3 used to sell games for really pricey. There was never really any good sales back then. And it's crazy how that works. Whoa, dude. I can't go that way? Okay. Apparently I can't go that way. Wow. Wow, that's a cool weapon. I gotta kill that dude up there. That looks like poison. Wow, dude, that was a cool weapon. Anyways, that was PlayStation Minis. You could play them on PSP. You could play them on. PSP, and you could play them on PlayStation 3. It was a pretty awesome concept. Once again, it wasn't that popular. There's not even that many actually on the PlayStation Store, so take in consideration about that. Anyways, that was pretty much it with the video game demonstration of what games you could play. I hope I was able to explain a lot of stuff, and I hope you guys were able to enjoy this video. This video is pretty long. I'm not gonna lie, it's probably one of my longest videos here on YouTube. It's definitely, I've had more longer live streams, but that's different. Live stream is different from making a detailed video. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this. Until then, I'll see you around, and thanks for watching.